Hey, what is up, guys? Steve here, and it is time to start another stream. Definitely the first stream of the day, if you catch my drift, because I deleted the original. Anyways, we are back with Hypno after doing approximately 3 hours at speed stream. We have gathered our head. We are back on track. We are singularly focused. We know to buy as many Pokeballs as humanly possible because apparently these Paris, they don't like to be caught. Anyways, I think we are actually ready to get started. I just need a nickname for this this Hypno. Lemon? I don't understand lemon, but I could definitely do lemon. That works too. All right. We are not going to start the timer until after we have nicknamed and started our battle with the rival. That is mostly because that is just what I have done for every single run since I've started playing the game. So it is just something I do as a tradition to make all the runs times comparable. Otherwise, I would just start when I click start. But, you know, I got to go by past Steve 2 years ago, Steve's rules. So we will do that. All right. Lemon. Now, I hope the joke about lemon is not like the car lemon, you know. All right, I just refreshed. So the bonk counter is working. There we go. Starter timer. We are all good. We are ready to go. All right. Confusion right in front. Okay. We are not going to screw up this time. We are not going to lose to the rival immediately. Actually, I don't think we lost to the rival ever at any point. We are not picking up the potions. We are just going to win. Brock is not going to get a first turn bide. No siree. That would end this run instantly. And that would be very disappointing to start another run and instantly have to give up and start over again. But this time I am going to buy all 10 Pokeballs. I will try pound. As somebody had mentioned, there is a good chance that pound will not knock out a Paris. I am very suspicious of that because Paris's stats are not very good and its level will be quite low. But I guess in hindsight, I will also only be like level 15 or so. So my level is also not very high. So I can see how that train of thought could be true. All right. Okay, off to a strong start. One shot. Sweet. Oh boy, I really hope I gave myself perfect DVs now that I think about it. I don't remember resetting it if that matters. Geodude just did an insane amount of damage. 3-turn bide. He used the first turn bide, and I don't know what in the world happened there, but it was the 3-turn bide, and that is all I can say, because every single time that has happened so far where he bided on turn 1, it was a 2-turn bide and he knocked me out. All right, let's buy 10 Pokeballs. I can't buy more than 10 Pokeballs because then I won't be able to I won't be able to afford a third vitamin later on in the run. 10 is like the maximum you can buy. Also, I haven't done any like extra training, which quite frankly, sometimes even if you do buy 10 Pokeballs, you might not be able to afford the third one based on the order which you do things. So we will see if I can afford 3 Carbos or not. I think Carbos is the thing I probably want. I don't know if I will outspeed the Gengars later on in the run. But I think that's the ultimate goal, is to try and outspeed the Gengars on Agatha's team. But we will see. I'm level 12. That is surprisingly low. Maybe there is something to this let's use pound on Paris thing. Okay, Jigglypuff. Why is that Jigglypuff is 5% normally, but when I see Jigglypuff, it is way higher than 5. Okay. Really, Spearow? Are you gonna use up all my balls? Okay. That was a crit. Great. %100%. Okay. Well, if I can't knock out a level 6 Pidgey, I think there's probably a good chance I won't be able to knock out a Paris either. So that was some very solid advice. Thank you very much for whoever came up with that. Unfortunately, a lot of people were chatting in speed stream. Did not specifically remember who said it.
Oh, hey, you caught the Paris.
Wasn't even close. One shot. Oh, thank you, Axiom.
Lemon.
I bought 10 balls, and instead of the Paris screwing me over, it was the Spearow this time. The Spearow took, I think, 5 or 6 balls.
Hey, Steve, what's this thing's nickname again?
Lemon?
Lemons!
Nice.
I had a sound effect from another server where just a guy just says lemons, and I just wanted to use it.
I mean, it sounds like the guy that Spyro sound effect you use.
Maybe. I don't know where it came from. All right. What color hair will Surge be today?
Well, wow. That is the 3rd Paris.
Hey, they just feel bad.
Well, in I think like 4 or 5 of my runs, I had to. Oh no. I saw a Paris, couldn't catch the Paris. Then I tried to throw a great ball at a Sandshrew. Also didn't work. Knowing my luck, though, I'm just gonna get hit by a first turn sand attack on Pidgeotto, and I'm just gonna miss 3 times on Charmander again. What time did you finish, by the way?
My final run was a 113.
Hey, it was under 117. All I care about.
Yeah. Yeah, just overall, having to rely on a move with 5 power points, you had to use constant ethers, does not feel good.
Agreed.
Like, the equivalent would be like, what would be a good equivalent? What's a Pokemon?
Lugia.
Is there a Pokemon? Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, that's true, yeah. Its best move was a 5 power point move. Like, even if you use 3 PP-ups, if that's your main attacking move, then you're going to have to use a lot of ethers.
That could not have gone worse. I got hit by stand attack, and they got a crit. At least I won that battle. I didn't heal either, so you know, I laid it all out on the line.
Yeah, when I get back, I'll just make the back port for tomorrow. Fortunately, there's already been a Gen 2 sprite made.
Wait,
I'll still have to downscale the back sprite, though.
Tomorrow's blue.
Yeah, I know. I'll need to make it.
Oh, okay.
Fortunately, there's a Gen 2 sprite already made, but I'll still need to downsize the back sprite, but I don't think it'll look that bad.
Other than making the moveset, I don't think I've really looked into Dragovish. As far as I could tell, it was really bad.
All I know is, like, Ike was saying that its signature move was extremely broken.
Yeah, but it was at like 63, so it's unobtainable in Gen 1, pretty much.
This thing is only in Sword and Shield.
With the slow level up group, anything in the level 60s area is pretty hard to get to.
Yeah. What about level 70 Dragon Rage, level 77 Dragon Rage?
You know, those are probably easier because if you need to make it to 63, maybe you need to make it to 72.
Tackle, water gun, protect, brutal swing, ancient. Oh wait, no, this is his actual move set. Let me look at the spreadsheet.
Oh, that's what happened. Okay. That's why the Pokemon went to the ball and he was gone. And he wasn't looking, and that's why we caught it.
All right, let's see. Tackle, water gun, disable, swift, rock throw, bite, level 35 dragon rage when it's not even useful, stomp, super fang, tri attack, crab hammer. You know what this thing reminds me of? This thing reminds me of a mixture of Golduck and Starmie. Like you see Swift in there, disables a Golduck thing.
Yep.
Let's see TMs. Ice Beam but no Blizzard, Earthquake, Dig, Psychic, Rock Slide. This thing is Water Dragon. No weaknesses, which is quite nice. What are its stats? 80 special, 90 attack, 75 speed. Wow, this thing's mediocre.
Wait, Water Dragon, so that means it is Seadra, but Kingdra. But you know. Gen
Well,
1.
at least it gets Body Slam.
Alright, my first save. Mostly because I'm pretty sure I just need to hit some Hypnosis on Starmie. Oh, it got the X defend off in time. I was really hoping I could use some.
So how much do you plan to rely on Hypnosis?
The whole game.
Oh.
It's part of the reason why we're broken. We have Hypnosis, and then we can set up with Meditate. But our stats aren't so mediocre as to, if we miss Hypnosis, we can't set up anymore.
All right, I'll be back.
Oh, wrong move. Luckily, it was a crit. Yeah, do not like Pound. We get Headbutt later, but I guess that won't matter because we're about to get Body Slam. I have the move set above me, 24, when we get Headbutt. AKA right as we are getting Body Slam, we will get Headbutt. That's funny. I guess I'll still teach it over Disable. Yeah, D1, if only I got Twin Needle. You didn't watch the beginning of Speed Stream, did you? Because his Pokemon that he used did start with Twin Needle, but he immediately taught over it. I know, blasphemy. Oh, interesting. I just now realized that maybe I should have considered keeping one of those potions. I guess I'll have to go pick up the max potion. I'm gonna skip that rare candy because it requires a battle, and I don't really think I need a battle right now. Oh, of course you use 2 quick attacks. Okay, that's good. Headbutt, sure, I'll take that over Disable. Annie, that's exactly what I say. Wife over Pokemon. Wait, whoa, did you say wife over Pokemon? Oh, no, that's the wrong way around. There's a reason why I've been playing since 12 p.m. I've been playing Pokemon non-stop since 12 p.m. It's my passion. It's the thing I do. It's the thing I have fun the most with. No! Okay, well, I did not get the max potions. Now we're buying a super potion. So we definitely cannot afford another vitamin. Unfortunate. Okay, even though I don't. Okay, let's check Surge's hair change in real time, guys. Let's watch it happen. You're gonna see a midlife crisis in front of your eyes as Surge magically changes his hair because we beat him so badly that he just couldn't take it anymore. All right, let's see this hair color change. And blue. All right. We beat him so badly he decided to dye his hair color blue and go through midlife crisis. And you can only imagine he also bought a motorcycle because that's what he does. Well, you know, Annie, it also helps that I don't have anybody other than, you know, my parents that I hang out with and brother and his wife that I hang out with every week. Although after my vacation, I did sign up for some dating apps. And I'm using the pictures. Oh, I just got a Gen 1 miss. I'm using the pictures that I took on vacation for my profile pictures because as you can probably imagine, even though I stream so often, I don't actually have pictures of me. I am not the selfie type. I don't take pictures. I just don't really see the point. Like, I don't know. Me and pictures, we just never really... I don't know. I generally take screenshots and I'll take pictures of other things. I just don't take pictures of me. Yeah, so I actually made it I literally told my mother on vacation, if you ever want a picture taken, I can't say no. So now I have pictures of me. Now, here's the other thing. Because I don't take pictures, those pictures of me, I can't smile. I'm not smiling very good. In fact, some people would say I'm not even smiling at all. I'm just kind of like smirking for most of them because I can't take a picture to save my life. Ha. Nice, Andrew. At least you have somebody who would take them. When I said no to pictures, like all my childhood, my mom was like, okay, and then she didn't. Maybe she should have been more pushy. The last pictures that I have are actually from a previous vacation, which was like years ago. You should even ask Speed. When I share pictures to him, they're also of other stuff. Like I shared pictures of Cedar Point to him. You know, that amusement park in hold on. The amusement park in Sandusky, Ohio. Been there. I actually had a season pass. Well, have a season pass. I still have it. It's still active. It's just there last weekend, actually. But yeah, I took a picture of the ride. I didn't actually take a picture of me anywhere near it. Oh, nice, D1. I hope you had a good time. I imagine the dragster was down because, let's be honest, the dragster is never working. Oh, fun fact. So I don't know if you've heard that they made a new dragster. It's called the Top Thrill 2. Basically, they just dropped the word dragster off the end. I was one of the very few people to actually ride it before it closed down. Like, so it was only open the first week it was open. Like, it was only open the first week this year, and then it was closed down the rest of the year. And I got to ride it twice. Literally everybody else who went to the park just waited every single week as they're like, oh, we're just gonna open it, later. We're just, maintenance and all that good stuff. And I rode it twice. Oh boy. Okay, I got a full restore. We're good. So that's cool. Not very many people have actually gotten to ride the Top Throw Dragster 2. I am one of the very few. And I am kind of proud of that, but also quite sad of that. Oh yeah, so what he's talking about Halloween weekends, there half of the park is like this old western area, but when it's really cold outside, you can't pet animals or anything. Like right now it's cold. They get rid of the whole petting zoo part, and then they just decide to hire people en masse. And when the park gets really, really dark, the people en masse just walk behind you and scare you like all afternoon. It's too much for me. I'm a guy who frightens easy, or jumps. I jump real easy. I don't want to say I'm frightened, but I'm definitely jump scares. They definitely get me. Yeah, definitely a fun time to do. Oh jeez. I've actually never done any of the what do you call them, scare houses. I've had the season pass for multiple years, but I've had one experience with one of those scare houses, where you walk down a path and like people in masks and whatnot touch you in a fog inside of a building. They scared the living bejesus out of me. I'm sorry, I can't. I just can't. But they have loads of those on Halloween weekends. And the thing is, some of them are open some days and some of them are open other days. So like you can't go one day and experience them all. Level 43. Okay. Well, I mean, 2019, I don't think the lines were very good. So, I mean, you probably knew that was going to happen. I think the lines have only been good for like the last 2 to 3 years. Actually, I don't even know. It definitely wasn't 3. It was the year, not the year after they did the trade for Stafford, because that year they were still bad, but it was the year after that. So 2 years after the Stafford trade. Yeah, D1. So that, yeah. Yep, that's it. Oh, crap. Ah, crap. Okay, well, I'm just going to have to get the PP up on my own then. Got it. All right, bicycle. All right. All right. Repel. Make it the boss KO full restore. Not sure if I'll need it, but I gotta grab it. I'm not gonna grab the protein because I don't really see myself using a lot of physical moves. Right. All right, I'm actually gonna fly back to Celadon here because I need to pick up the PP up that I missed. I need the PP ups for Psychic immediately because as soon as I get Meditate, as soon as I get Meditate at 43, I'm getting rid of Confusion, and I am gonna need as much Psychic PP as I can get my hands on. As far as I can tell, guys, this is just what it's like to get older. I don't think there's any rhyme or reason to it. This is just how all people feel like when they're going through the ages. I don't like the fact that I get older decade by decade, but the thing is my sister is 10 years younger than me, and it's interesting seeing the world through her eyes because she is seeing things as I did a decade ago. And it's a very, very different decade. She grew up in the phone age. I grew up in the out, like, hanging out outside age. Like, I hung out outside all day every day. My sister hung out on her phone and texted people all day. We grew up in very different eras, despite only being 10 years apart. Accident. Crit? What? Oh, so disappointing. I was really thinking, like, you know, there was no chance he could beat me. Oh, Cole, I know exactly what you mean. I was the guy who was texting, clicking the 2 button, you know, 3 times to get the letter C from his bike, you know, on the way to high school. Meanwhile, my sister has, you know, she's always had the ability to text people whenever she wanted, at a moment's notice. Annie, I purchased my own phone. My parents did not want to purchase me a phone. They were vehemently against purchasing me a phone. My first phone was the Samsung Galaxy S2. S2. I had that when I was 17. No, sorry. My first smartphone was the S2. My first phone was the track phone. I had the circular, like the oval shaped one, and then I upgraded from the oval shaped one to the flip phone one year, and then my first smartphone was the S2. Right. Ooh, nice crit. Yeah, I was afraid I was not going to be able to knock out that execute, and I was right. And this is exactly why I put the Gyarados to sleep too, because I was afraid I wasn't going to be able to knock that out. Now, Alakazam, I was fairly sure I could 2-shot. And I was afraid of Slash. So, yep, made all the right calls there. Although, I did just realize that I did not pick up the Max Potion, or the Hyper Potion that I always pick up before doing that battle. Did I use T9? You mean the letters? Like, did I click the letters multiple times to text? Yes. Like, you know, I clicked the 2 button 3 times to get the letter C. Then I clicked the 3 button, or the letter 2, the 2 button 1 time to get the letter A. And then, oh boy, it is hard to think and play at the same time. But yes, I did text that way. I was also the guy who texted people correctly. I texted full sentences always. Never ever texted people slang, you know, like when people would type, you know, you as in you, YOU, I would always type YOU. Wasn't even a question. Always type YOU. Really? Psychic, you say? Windows 95. I think my first computer was Windows XP. It was Windows XP or Windows 2000, one of those two. I want to say it was XP though. And I don't believe I had internet access. No, I take that back. I remember I looked up porn for the first time on that computer. So yes, I did have internet access. But my parents were monitoring it heavy. Oh, but I did have a printer. So I made my own pictures. And then I got grounded and I lost the computer. And everything that came with it. Yeah. My parents found the pictures. Obviously, being a stupid kid, I didn't hide them very good. That's how I got my first computer and lost my first computer. They were black and white too, you know, because I mean, it wasn't a color printer. All right, man, I am killing it right now. I don't know how I'm gonna gain time on the next run, but I feel like I'm doing like perfect. Well, I mean, Annie. Let's see. How old was I? 10? Maybe? So I guess this would have been 2005? I had iTunes, if that helps, but I don't think it helps. I remember at that time, I used LimeWire once before the website went down. I do remember that. Oh, yeah. Like I said, I got that computer really early. Uh-oh. Like I said, I got the computer and I lost the computer. Yes, I was born in 95, so yes, 10. Yes, the thing is, I've gotten plenty of viruses even as an adult. Viruses have gotten pretty good. These days, I just live by the rule: don't download anything that you don't know. I just got another general miss. Don't download anything you don't know 100% where the source is. So like if I want to pirate something now, I will only click on the magnet on the Pirate Bay. Only the magnet. I will never click on anything that is not the magnet. And I typically just try not to download a whole lot of things anymore. I've had fairly good luck not getting viruses from torrents. Okay, this next part is where I could start get a lot of resets. I need to focus a little bit more. I have 8 rare candies right now. I think the only way for me to knock out time, assuming everything goes correctly here, is if I cut out the candies. Nice. 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 Rage? Rage crit? Even funnier? Alright. So I assume I'm gonna use my candies on Lorelei, and keep 1. Do you guys have any other qualms? Should I just keep 1 candy for the champion, or do you guys think I should just use them all on Lorelei? Because I do feel like in a situation where I might want to use badge boosts, I may want 1 candy remaining. Oh, I only ripped CD-ROMs. I didn't download a lot of them. Like I said, I used LimeWire, but I only used it once, like towards the end of LimeWire's life. Like I said, I'm a lot younger than you guys, so you guys may have been around the time when LimeWire was big. I was using LimeWire right around the time it got, shut down. Yeah, I'm thinking 1. I think I downloaded like 1 album, and I believe it was Aerosmith. Yeah, I'm 29. I think it was Aerosmith's crap, what's their 2001 album? Whatever. It was Aerosmith's 2001 album. It's pink. It's got an angel on the front. Just Push Play. That's the one. I like that album. Need 1 candy. Okay, what is my over under? 47? My over under is 47. That's insane. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oops. 6, 7. Perfect. That's +6. Wow. I got 436 attack and 493 special. No! 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 1 attack, 1 blizzard, 1 freeze. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Truly unbelievable. Oh, man, you can't make this up. Like, the game is doing its very best to try and screw over Hypno as best it can. All right, I'm not even going to save for Bruno because Bruno's just going to be a straight psychic sweep. I don't even think that Machamp will hit me. There's a chance Machamp could survive with a sliver, but I really don't think so. Or I get a Gen 1 miss for the 3rd time this run. Okay. I was slightly worried that that Psychic would not knock it out, and I only had enough PP. I was going to consider a badge boost, but I just wanted to see how much damage it would do. Ooh. Okay. I have saved all my items for no reason. On the bright side, we will be using them now. Save. Okay. Well, we're easily going to get under 47. I don't think anybody has any qualms with under 47 at this point. Now the question is, how badly am I going to embarrass all my other... Holy crap. Holy crap. Man, Hypno's attack stat is not great. That was a crit. That was a crit. Man. I can't complain because our crit percentage is 13%, but oof. I come to think maybe I should have considered using considered using Psychic, because I can't imagine Psychic would do not enough damage. Wow, these crits are really getting in the way. All right, let's find out. Okay, Psychic would have done it. Oh, I leveled up. Okay, back to Body Slam because now my special stat's going to be a lot lower. Holy crap, man. The Elite Four are really doing their best. I'm starting to think the rare candies were absolutely necessary. With how close we are to another level up, I don't think I'm going to find a good spot to level up here. So I'm just going to set up on the Pidgeot. Oops. Woke up immediately, huh? That's unfortunate. Stop waking up immediately. Hypnosis does not have good accuracy. Like, I would love to set up on the third Pokemon, the Rhydon, but I have a feeling I'm not going to level up in time. Right here. If I leveled up right there, right after that Alakazam, it would have been perfect. Instead, I level up on this Executor. What? I guess we're going to save a lot of time on run 2 as long as we just don't get, like, some really insane crit luck. Jeez. I mean, I understand that, like, we're relying on hypnosises, which aren't good to begin with. But wow. What? What is this nonsense? I got another crit. Got so many crits. The Pidgeot's on me. I did +5 and I should have did +6. Clearly, I need all +6. +5 will not knock out the Pidgeot. Okay, there we go. We got all +6. Sense. Yup. Oh, wow. Gyarados just straight survives. Interesting. All right, I leveled up. Fire spin miss. Straight up survives. Interesting. I'm actually shocked that Charizard didn't crit, knowing my luck. So 42-43. Okay, there's a lot of meat on the bone. I think it's definitely possible to beat that. There's actually a chance I could beat that by 2 minutes with slightly better luck. Some of those resets are really long, too.
Vitamin of the day.
Hey, Steve.
I made it to the champion with like 38 minutes.
Where were all your resets?
The champion.
Oh, hypnosis.
there was let's see, the Pidgeot used mirror move on one of my body slams that got it down to like 5 or less HP, and it got it paralyzed. The Gyarados, I crit the Gyarados crit me back. The Alakazam survived one attack and it got a crit Psybeam, I believe. There was another instance, I believe, with the Gyarados. The Gyarados is a beast.
Took you that long to realize that?
Oh, but man, I thought like there was, I didn't realize like, boy, the bike knocks off a lot of time. Plus the clicking speed, the bike and the clicking speed, they knock off a lot of time.
Well, are you comparing that to like your last Hypno run?
No, I'm saying like let's check out my leaderboard. Like so the only ones on this leaderboard with the updated clicking speed and bike is Gyarados and Persian, I want to say. There are a handful of stuff in the middle as well, but like there's some outlier bad Pokemon in here, I believe, that are way higher than they should be.
Marowak.
Yeah. Well, no, wait a second. I could probably knock off a lot of time off that Marowak if I just get some good luck.
Yeah, remember your Marowak run was just so bad because you could never. It was some modifier not showing up properly on your overlay.
Oh, John, there is a setting. It was in in RetroArch that it defaults to, I believe, 30 clicks in a minute, which is 1 click every 2 seconds, or something like that.
I think that's one. I think that'd be 1 click every 2.
Right? No,
right.
it's something different. Maybe it was.
I think if the clicking speed's 30.
No.
I guess that's how many clicks is in 1 second, but the speed up affected it too.
Maybe it was milliseconds. Maybe it was 30 milliseconds, which would be 3 clicks a second. That sounds about right.
I'm not sure.
Well, either way, it's currently set to 4. So every 1 second, divide that by 4, and that's how many clicks it does per second. So I'm essentially clicking 10, almost 10, like 8. I'm clicking 8 times faster than a lot of these other runs. What do you think? But clicking 3 times a second and clicking 30 times a second, what's the difference? The difference is at the end of every single text box, there is a little clicker at the bottom right hand corner. When you're clicking 3 times a second, you actually see that clicker. When you're clicking 30 times a second, the moment that clicker hits the screen, gone. Text box is moved on to the next bit of text. So it essentially saves you time every single text box. Now, how do you improve the clicking speed? I only knew how to improve it on RetroArch. I don't actually know how to do Super Shucky. I do know that Scott set it on Rewaz for me. I don't know how to do it myself.
I know how to do it.
But yeah, it's auto fire speed.
I've had to do it.
It's specifically you want 4. You do not want to click faster than whatever 4 is. Like,
oh, I set mine to 1 and it felt good to me.
Do not click 3, 2, or 1. I think even Scott mentioned that he doesn't do 3, 2, or 1. It clicks so fast that the game starts screwing up some of the clicks. What do I mean? The difference between the nugget and the elixir in the underground, when you have it on 3, I physically have to stop, and then the clicking speed will pick up the item. But if I'm using the at 4, I can just go shh, like kind of like if you were on a controller, you just go like this, like real close, so you're kind of peppering, the space. and you have the auto fire on, it will pick it up every time, no matter what. You don't even have to think about it. But if you have it on 3 and you start peppering, you'll miss it. It's so weird. You would think faster clicking would help. It doesn't.
Makes sense.
Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and set the new over-under, and I think I'm going to set that at 41 to 43.
Ooh, look, daring today, aren't we?
I think I can knock off 2 minutes of good luck. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm still relying on hypnosis. I could easily add 2 minutes of luck.
Right.
Oh, and I will also be picking up all of the rare candies that I picked up last run. I think they were entirely necessary.
All right, now I just got to make the Sprite.
Oh, hey, Austin, welcome. Oh, 38? Austin, that requires perfect luck. That requires me to essentially use hypnosis on the Pidgeot, set up the whole way without the Pidgeot waking up, or at least me hitting the immediate next hypnosis and finishing setting up, which hasn't happened even one time yet. The Pidgeot always wakes up, I always miss another hypnosis, and it always deals chip damage. It usually it crits at least one of those chip damages.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Andrew Palmer's right. There's basically no way to lose against Lorelei except Blizzard crit. Sorry, not crit. Sorry. Blizzard freeze. I got Blizzard froze from Lapras. It survives one attack. There's definitely a chance though. There's definitely a chance though it could knock me out with a Blizzard freeze, but I really doubt it because of the badge boost setup. Okay, so could you turn your minimum volume thing up a little bit?
Oh, sorry.
Yes, John. I would say if I were a betting man, I probably would actually bet on the over, but we will see. The moment I start betting on the over, weird things happen, you know? All right, anyways, we don't start our timer until after we've received the Pokemon and nicknamed it. If anyone wants to put a nickname now, hopefully short, that would be great.
Short nickname.
You know, sometimes you don't get lucky with things. I bet on the 49ers Seahawks game yesterday, and I had 49ers to win by 1-6 at plus 290 odds. Pirate. We'll go with Pirate. Plus 290 for the 49ers to win by 1-6. And the 49ers with 2 minutes to go, where they're supposed to just run the ball and end the game. Just run the ball, end the clock, end the game. I was going to win. Then the guy ran 70 freaking yards. 70 freaking yards. Made me lose. Just right at the end of the game. They just need to run the clock out. The game was over. Guy ran 70 yards and scored. Right at the end of the game.
That's funny.
Lost $30 essentially because I bet 10 to win 29. It didn't even matter. That score was so irrelevant, but it cost me $20 or $30. Oh, that stuff happens all the time. It's fun. I benefited from it sometimes. Although I get screwed more often than I benefit, but it happens. Although there was a game it was 49ers San Francisco. This was back when my unit size was 50. I was so incredibly confident that the 49ers were going to win by 7 or more. I bet 10. 10. It was minus 10. 49ers, I shit you not, with 30 seconds in the game, we're winning by 17. 17. All right, that number matters. And they kicked the ball off to the Arizona Cardinals, and there's only 30 seconds left of the clock. There's basically no time to run any plays. They ran a flea flicker, not a flea flicker. Sorry, they ran the play where they throw the ball backwards a whole bunch of times. Well, anyways, no, I'm wrong. It was the other way around. No, the 49ers have the ball, and they just need to run the clock out. Crap, I can't remember how the game ended. Okay, I gotta restart the whole run. I'm okay. Let me remember this. No.
Sure you're not talking too much about football?
I accidentally walked. Anyways, the whole point is at the very, very end of the game, all right, they did a play where they throw the ball backward a whole bunch of times, and then the whole goal is to get run by a defender and possibly get all the way to the end zone. The guy dropped the ball. The other team picked up the ball, ran it in for a score, and I got a push. So what a push is, you get your money back. Which, I don't know about you, but sometimes there's winning and there's losing, and when nothing happens, you feel even worse about it. But the thing is, I had $200. $200. It was right there. It was in my fist. There was literally one play left in the game. They gave it to me back. I almost wish I lost it. That's how bad it felt. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm sure no one wanted to hear that, but that was the worst time ever because it was $200. I was so confident. D1, I don't know why, but it felt worse than losing.
Actually, you know something that feels worse than losing? Your second run only being 3 seconds faster.
I have been there. Yep. I agree. That is really deflating. D1, back then my unit size was 50. So I could be up 250 in one day. I could be down 200 in a day. It never fazed me. My unit size now is 10. I now bet 10 on everything. Okay. Okay. Need to focus.
What do you keep doing?
I walked right up the bald man, and he was blocking my way.
You didn't fix your color palette thing with Super Shecky?
I reset it back. I found the after a few streams of the color that Austin sent me, I found it to be very gray. So what was better to me? Super blue or super gray? I decided to go with super blue.
I kind of liked the light. I think the super bright blue is just a bit too bright for my liking.
My point was that it really felt like all the red was gone. Like there may not be much red, but all the red was gone.
Oh.
Like this Charmander's not red, but as you can see, my sprite in the overworld is red. On the color that Austin had found, the overworld was pretty gray.
Hmm.
The thing is, the color slider or the color thing, it says black, white. Like I don't really think there's much you can do. Like, what's he gonna do? Add more red when the colors that he can add or mess with are black and white? I don't know what he's supposed to do.
I just like using them just because it's not just such a bright blue.
I agree. There is probably a balance to this where we can tone down the blues, but I just want to tone down the blues without removing the red.
Oh.
And who knows? Maybe there isn't a balance. Maybe I have to wait for the core of Super Shucky to be more like... Crap, what was it? I literally can't remember what it was called. I'm drawing a blank. I can't remember the one that had like a colored core. Red and blue are basically colorful.
MGBA?
MGBA, yes, you are correct. Okay, do not bide.
Ouch.
Yeah.
You were really hoping for the 3-turn, weren't you?
I've gotten the 3-turn last run, actually. The one that I finished, it was the 3-turn bide.
All right,
don't know
I'm just
why,
making the ROM now.
He's been biting on turn 1 a lot. At least this run. He really doesn't want me to finish. Every single thing about this game doesn't want me to finish. I don't want me to finish from all of the technical errors I keep having. The Parises don't want me to finish because they won't get caught. The Spearow doesn't want me to finish because it decided that the last run it didn't want to get caught. Brock doesn't want me to finish because he keeps on biting on turn 1. Nobody wants me to finish but me. I don't have anybody to blame, but 'cause I'm part of the problem. I'm doing it to myself too.
The Dracovish sprite looks pretty good. Fortunately, someone else made it.
Oh, Andrew Palmer did. Wait a second. Is that the game you're talking about? 49ers Cardinals? Is that the one that I so detailedly brought up? I mean, it's not hard to Google. All you have to do is look up all the 49ers Cardinals games and which game went down to the last play of the game.
Right.
I even told him the score. Like, the end score ended up being 10. I had 49ers minus 10, and the score ended 10 apart. So, I mean, it not only did he have to look up a game where it ended 10 apart, or that ended in the last play of the game, all he has to do is look up the game that was 10 points apart. Just know that I had $200 on that play, 49ers minus 10.
Did the 49ers win?
Well, yes, but that didn't matter because they needed to win by more or less than 10. Yeah, Andrew. Yes, I was watching that game. It was the worst. I was like so close to, telling people, because this was like a big bet for me. Like I said, my unit size was 200 or 100. My unit size was 50. You don't go more than 2 times your unit size. I went 4 times my unit size, so I was super confident. Okay, well, I missed what happened, but he clearly didn't bide me. Or at least it wasn't a 2-turn bide. Interesting, D1. Interesting. Can you imagine, I think it was 3 or 4 years ago, if you were a Saints fan and you were there for the Minneapolis Miracle? Can you imagine? The game was won. There was one play left. Wasn't even a Hail Mary, too. Can you imagine? Oh. I watched that game on cable. That was a great game. I really felt bad for Drew Brees, though, because I really like Drew Brees. Back then, I was still playing fantasy football, and I had no, the season was over by then. But that season, I had Mark Ingram. So that was the Minneapolis Miracle season was the last season. Mark Ingram got a lot of points before Alvin Kamara came into the league. Are these the green sprites? No. The backports with Ike in Generation 1 use the green sprites.
Yeah.
Which I can't wait to see again, because I've only seen them that one run.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I couldn't get all of them to be red and green because the sprites were overall like bigger by like several bytes, but in Gen 1 that actually mattered because I was getting overflows. So I had to do mix and matches. Fortunately, most of them were Pokemon you'd never see, like Chansey, Scyther, but unfortunately, Rhyhorn is the regular sprite. But I think there was a couple others, but most of them are Japanese. Oh, Steve, I finally fixed the Pokedex issue with like obtaining your starter in the backport. Remember, it would just show nothing. Now it'll actually show everything. This Pokemon's from another place. It seems that this Pokemon is from Galar. Have fun with the extra time lost.
One of these days, somebody's actually going to check the Pokedex, and you're going to be so happy. I can tell you, I'm not going to be that guy. Yeah, Andrew. I think what happened was the game originally came out in green version, and then the people who were in charge of like paying, for the release of the game, they're like, hey, these look like actual animals. We need you to make them more creative, I guess is probably the best way to say it. And that's when you got red blue. But you could definitely tell the green version sprites, they're really close to the animals they're based off of. Oh, and you're probably, I'm sure many of you guys are probably thinking like what's his name? The Ghastly and whatnot. Like you're probably thinking, what animal is Ghastly based off? Ghastly is based off of like, I believe it's a legend. Like a like a spirit, not an actual like thing you can see, but like a legend. A lot of Pokemon are actually kind of based on legends. A lot of the newer ones are based off of legends and what do you call them? Mythology. Trying to think. Yeah, there are a lot of cool ones. I remember spending hours upon hours. Like people make YouTube videos of what the Pokemon are based off of, obviously, because people want to know. So it's really cool to see videos like that. I'm trying to think. There was a Pokemon that eats people's dreams, literally. Like they create the nightmare, and they feed off of your dreams. Hell, it could have been Hypno, but I don't think so. For some reason, I think that Pokemon the ice cream cone had like a really scary lore, didn't it?
I don't know. I can't think of this.
That's okay. I don't know why, but like the ice cream cone Pokemon, whenever I think of it in my head, all I can think of is like black surrounding it with some like dark, like shiny black and white eyes, like it's evil. Don't know why.
Who knows? Yeah, I'm just doing this just because I want the backported patches to be a better quality too.
Yeah, there's a lot of very scary Pokemon. I remember there was a channel that goes over Pokemon's Pokedex entries, and I remember Gardevoir like being extraordinarily powerful, like the ability to like open up black holes powerful. Boy, I don't know. Is there such a thing as a psychic dark? That would be a weird type.
Psychic Dark. I think there are some Psychic Dark types.
That sounds like an interesting color combination. Boy, Starmie is hard. If she uses the X defend, like she kind of counters both my moves.
There you go.
Oh, it's Gen 1 missed again. That's my 4th Gen 1 miss today.
Nice.
I've Gen 1 missed Confusion twice, Psychic twice.
Like, not really heavy.
Only one of them in an important battle, though. Just one of the Psychics in an important battle. The Confusions. Holy crap! I think that I got a Gen 1 miss on the Innocent Bystander last run.
I wouldn't know.
I'm fairly sure it was even. I think it was. Not that it matters. I mean, the Innocent Bystander is not hard. It was in the Nugget Bridge area. Innocent Bystander could have been it. It might have been. Could have been anybody on Nugget Bridge. Dang it, I sold the potions again.
Well, well, well.
I only needed one of them. Possibly two.
Oh,
but
Steve, you never started a poll for the Jackbox server.
that is correct. I forgot, and then Sandman said that he wasn't gonna be able to make it. So Sandman always brings Balthazar. So I figured it'd be pretty empty this week without Sandman or Balthazar.
Uh-huh.
Did I really just get burned? Are you serious?
Oh, in my final run, Blaine burned me twice.
Was it
Oh,
Fire
I think
Blast,
you were
though?
there. Yep. Still
Fire
hurt,
Blast
though.
is an increased chance of burn.
I know, but still doesn't feel good.
I got burned
Plus,
by
Lorelei froze
Ember.
me.
Ember's like 10. It's like the 10% chance of confusion. Whenever it happens to you, you're like, this is embarrassing. It's extra embarrassing if you get burned there and you get burned on the rival because you only have one way of dealing with both.
Yep.
Actually, I think I'm just gonna buy the super potion.
Let's see.
Last time I wasn't even close to being able to afford a third vitamin, so I guess I'm skipping too much training.
Yeah, an extra vitamin would have saved me like 3 resets in my final run. The Dragonite kept living at 1 HP, and it was a range. I'm quite confident if I had an extra protein, the odds of me knocking it out would have gone up greatly.
I am so glad I bought that super potion. I think I almost healed 13 HP from that. Surge has gained a newfound respect in the last like month for me.
Yeah, you still gave him blue hair.
His respect ebbs and flows. Sometimes I respect him, sometimes he's just assistant
I know what that one.
gift shop manager.
I think I might just watch from the YouTube side.
Okay.
I'll join back later.
Anyways, seems the chat has officially died. Unfortunately, Ewan's gone with his football talk. I could keep up football talk for ages. I've been following football religiously for 6 years now. 5 years, because I started gambling 5 years ago. Like I know like all the teams and all like how they've done in most of the games in the last 5 years. Okay, I don't have the full restore. Oh right. I have a super effective move. We're good. Although the Graveler lived last time, so assuming the Graveler can live again, there's certainly no guarantee I make it out of this cave without a reset. Well, Annie, the thing that makes me different from other gamblers is I put in $500 for the year, and that's it. Once my $500 is done, I'm done. Last time, I ran out of $500 during the end of the football season, and I missed the whole NBA season. So that's why this year I have decreased my bet size from 50 to 10, and it's just because I want to last a lot longer. It's all profit to me though, because my first ever year gambling, I won $2,500. So I've only lost $500 a year since the first year. So I am almost back to neutral. But the important thing is I've had a really fun time over the 5 years of losses. I'm currently at 4 years of losses. So I won 2,500 and I am down 2,000. So many people have heard this already before. This would be the year that if I lost my 500, I would be back to zero again. And you're probably thinking, but just do what you did the year you won $2,500. All I can probably say about that year was, and I don't like to say this, I got lucky. I was just really lucky. I bet on the right games. I bet the right amounts. And I avoided the games that I needed to avoid. Ah. You really think I should have bought proteins instead of carbos? I don't know. Tough to say. Just start winning? You know what's ironic? The more I know about gambling, the harder it feels like to win. When I was blissfully unaware of how good teams were, I feel like I did a lot better. Like there is something about beginner's luck with gambling, because when you are when it's your first year, you don't know all of the trends, you don't have any biases, you don't have so many things that keep people from making bets. And it kind of allows you to freely bet. Now, of course, you know, bad things can happen. But here's the thing, all right? Back then, I was like, man, this team is bad. I'm gonna bet against them. Like, for instance, the Giants. The Giants, they're bad every season. In my first year, I'd be like, man, the Giants are really bad. I'm gonna bet against them. But now, if I like now me would look at the Giants and be like, well, the Giants have a good defense, and you know, they got a rookie who's putting up really good numbers. So I mean, they're kind of hard to bet against. And plus, you know, the spread. My first year, I looked at the spread and I'm like, oh, a touchdown? Of course, they could easily win by a touchdown. They might win by 3 touchdowns. You know, it was naive me. Now I know that winning by 3 touchdowns is relatively rare. So, like, you know, what are the odds the Giants, you know, only need to lose by 1 touchdown? Easy, you know. But now I would consider Giants plus 7.5, you know, something like that. But back then, Steve was like, oh, 7.5? Easy. The Ravens will blow out the Giants by 7.5. No problem. They'll win by 30. So, I mean, there's, you know, there's different biases. And you know what? That year was right. That year, that specific year, I just had the right biases against the right teams. And I won a lot of money by being biased against the correct teams. But I easily could have been wrong. Very easily could have been wrong. But yeah. So that's why it's harder now. Sometimes it's just a little bit of paralysis by analysis. Sometimes you, like, you know, current Steve looks at the game, is like, well, I mean, they have good players. They've been doing well the last 3 weeks. And old Steve is like, they suck. They're gonna lose. They're gonna lose by a lot. Always bet against them. So I mean, it's hard. Very hard. Poison gas. Oh, that's funny. Oh, John, thank you for pointing out the protein. I will grab that. Last time I didn't think I needed it, and you know what? That was probably a mistake. Right. Hold B. Right, wait for the pop-up. Go, it's like 3 flowers down. Yep. On the bright side, I am playing this run so far quite flawlessly. Now the question is, will Koga decide to not get a crit self-destruct this time. That's why I lost last time. I lost because of crit self-destruct. Oh right, that was a different unlucky thing that happened. Crit self-destruct, and then the freeze. Like, just so many things can go my way this time. All right, I will use the PP ups and the protein momentarily. Okay. I am sure that you did not like to see that. I'm sorry, John. That was really, really unfortunate. I did pick up the boss KO full restore, didn't I? I think so. I know, John. I'm throwing it. It's the beginning of the end, man. Oh, it's a good thing this juggler didn't disable body slam. That would have sucked. Okay, so let's get that full restore. There we go. Save. Okay. Just psychics and nothing but psychics. Sweet. Even the damage rounding threshold of level 35. Like it. Not enough. That is okay. Let's do this. All right. No crits. Ooh. You notice how the full restore gave me basically the amount of HP that it was needed to survive that self-destruct? Can you imagine if I didn't use that? Oh. Alright. Grabbing carbos. I'll grab the protein here, John. On the 5th floor. Okay, that's unfortunate. Real unfortunate. All right, that's my first real mistake. Other than, of course, wasting the protein. That's my first time wasting mistake. I think meditate is level 43. Interesting. I just noticed that we leveled up. Like we just leveled up, like with that battle. Now I'm technically, oh, I can't set up. Never mind. Didn't need to set up because I can't set up. Okay, so I need a hypnosis. Woke up immediately. Leech life. Okay. Right. Yeah, I know that Gyarados has... Okay, hold on. Charizard height. There we are. Uh-oh. Ooh, okay. Close one. Still feeling good, though. Although, not liking how I'm down to 4 psychics. I should probably use some more confusions. I've got... Well... Hold on. Yeah, I know. Leech Seed almost crushed me. That would have sucked. Okay. Spam psychic after that. Sweet. All right. Sabrina was a little difficult last time, but I don't really feel like I can go out of my way to do her later. I just gotta suck it up. I mean, she wasn't like super difficult. I just got paralyzed off the Venomoth, and that sucks. No, not paralyzed. Sorry, the Kadabra special dropped me. That was it. Of course, the Venomoth's a one shot. I'm stupid. Yeah. Oh, right. I'm a psychic type against Sabrina. She's only gonna spam recover. Okay. So that battle always goes down to if I can get 2 crits or not. If I had not gotten those 2 crits, I would have had to get special drops with the psychics, and that would have sucked. If she didn't use those hyper potions, I was doing more damage than she was healing. I don't know if you guys noticed that. I've never actually seen her use a hyper potion in a psychic duel like that. She usually just, well, she usually just is able to heal more than I can remove, usually. I guess she knows that I was doing more damage than she was healing. So that was a rare occurrence. Well, also the fact that Sabrina has a hyper potion and Blaine has super potions is even more baffling if you think about it. Sabrina's before Blaine. All right, I'll use the Carbos. Blaine is quite literally an enigma. I don't think anybody will ever explain Blaine. There is nothing to oh, hold on a second. You know, I just noticed that last time I had all the meditates. This time I don't have meditate. So I'm a lower level this time. One. I'm a lot lower level this time. This is it. That sucks. I still have confusion on my moveset instead of meditate. I mean, I don't think I'm gonna train in the gym. I mean, we've already proven that it doesn't particularly matter. In the end, it's really going to go down to a lot of luck on the champion on if he stays asleep or not, or if I can hit my sleep or not. Oh, I also have more rare candies this time. I have one more candy this time. So don't think I'll be able to set up on the Rhyhorn this time, unfortunately. Or at least not the badge boost. I can still set up on the Rhyhorn. I just won't be able to set up my badge boost on the Rhyhorn. Yep, it says it's 1700 XP. That's unfortunate. It's too bad I don't have the worst Rival 5. Because if this were the worst Rival 5, I could just set up on the Growlithe. Wow. You're really smart in using Protect. Can you believe that he did more than half? Oh no, he did almost half. I still had more than half. Okay. I was about to say, he did less than I had less than 160 max HP. So the fact that I was over 80 means that he did less than half. But holy crap, that I was one range away from losing right there. Okay. Now the question is You saw nothing. You all saw nothing. That didn't happen. I was about to say to get the candy or not to get the candy, but I think that's a no. I am slightly behind the first run. Interesting. I think that might be because I've been playing slightly more conservatively. Opting to put things to sleep and set up more often. So that probably has led to it. But you also got to remember playing more conservatively has also led to me having one more candy. Also, I battled one trainer. Not that I'm saying that one trainer made a difference, but I did technically do one extra trainer. All right. Look at the right side, getting down to 1. No, I used them all. I looked at the overlay, and when it said 1, I was using the last one. That was unfortunate. I have not hit. Okay, well, I have so much stats now. I have more special now. Okay. Ooh. How is that +5? You know, there is no good question that question speed. I think the best answer is to ignore it and move on. On the bright side, I did notice that I got hit by a last second growl, and my special was at 650, and my physical was at 450. So I did pay attention to that, and I noticed. Thank you for using Dream Eater. Oh no. A Gen 1 miss is gonna cause me to run out of PP. I have to knock out the Arbok now at Body Slam. Oh wait, I have one remaining. Oh. Oh. That just scared the crap out of me. No. I'll take the reset right there. I'm not dealing with a crit on that. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. To be fair, Speed, I did reset immediately. So it wasn't like a big time waste. Crit was the only way I lost. It was the only way. It was the only way to lose. It was a crit. It was a crit, man. It was a crit when I least expected it. You see it? That's what's supposed to happen. Right there. Right. What just happened right there. That is what was supposed to happen. He was supposed to deal like, a little bit less than half. And then I was supposed to knock it out. But he got a crit last time. And he didn't get a crit this time. We have to first try the champion in order to get the under. 1, 2, 3. Woke up immediately. Thank you for missing. I appreciate it very much. You would have really, really wrecked it if you had hit the hypnosis that I missed. How dare you survive? Okay, 40-32. That's, it's not exactly on sub 40. We could have gotten sub 40 if it weren't for that crit. But I'm cool with it. It wasn't a perfect run. I played it relatively perfectly, except for, maybe I probably didn't need so many rare candies, but it felt good. It felt good. I really thought the champion was gonna be a lot harder than Lance, but it turns out Lance was the real enemy all along. We just thought it was the champion. Oh man, that was a roller coaster of a day. Wow. I mean, I've never had such bad wild encounter luck. I've never had such bad catching luck. The wild encounter luck was fine. I got plenty of Parises. Never had such bad catching luck. I've never had such bad restarting because I made a mental error luck because of the text speed being wrong. I've never had such I should say never had such bad crit luck, but boy, did the run really crit and freezes on the last Pokemon of those battles. It felt like the game did not want me to win or set a good time. But it felt good, and let's look what it puts us on the leaderboard. It puts us at first by a pretty solid margin. Oh wait, no it doesn't. Yeah, it does. For a second my brain was like, did that say 35? And I was like, no, that couldn't be true. Woo. Yes, so first by a large margin. If I were to replay a lot of these runs, though, I would probably knock off 6 to 7 minutes quite easily just from the text speed and the button clicking. So you do have to take the leaderboard for a grain of salt, but it was very fun. The leaderboard is just, it's fun. You can't expect runs you did 2 years ago to match up with runs you did. Like, look at this. Look at this. The B drill and in Butterfree times, I could cut those almost in half. I feel like I could probably get both of those sub 1 hour easily. But you know what? It is what it is. They got the bad luck of going versed. And back then, I used the comment section to pick the next run. Somebody commented B-drill. You know, it's their fault. It's the commenter's fault. I'm not going to take responsibility. Alakazam should be higher. That Alakazam was actually a rerun, too. I made a video of the rerun, but the rerun is almost 2 years old as well. Oh boy, it's so funny how fast you get good. How I shouldn't even say fast. How good you get, and then you nullify like all the leaderboard times. Some of those I'm not entirely certain I could do better though. Eevee, not so certain I can do better than that. Let's see.
I think you could greatly improve B-drill.
Oh yeah, I think I can get them both sub hour. I don't think I can improve Goldeen.
I think Hyper Beam on B-drill might have been a mistake though. I think that's what you did.
Yeah, it was a complete and utter mistake. So back then I focused on low level because that is what everybody was doing. J Rose was all about the I'll just take resets and be a low level. I think even Scott was back then like on a no, I shouldn't say Scott.
Low level.
No, it was gym leader Matt was all about low level back then. He didn't even use real time.
I used to be like very pro low level. Yeah. But then again, I would get runs with like 50 resets and still think it was fast.
Yeah, I think both B-drill and Butterfree, if I just picked up more candies, because back then I didn't even know where all the candies were. If I picked up more candies, did more training, and like let's say Sylph or Fighting Dojo or Giovanni or Victor Road, just added more training. You know, heck, I could even add over 10 more levels than that. 10. You know, I think I could knock off an hour. So knock it down below an hour. Seadra, not so certain I could beat that. That was a 0 reset run. Marowak, not so certain I could beat that. There was 3 resets. There are more than 3 traders that can knock you out in one hit with Hydro Pump or Razor Leaf. Yeah, I think I could probably knock off 5 minutes on average off of most of these runs. Some of the runs I don't think I could knock off any time, and some of the bottom runs I think I can knock off a lot of time.
No, it's not.
But anyways,
makes sense.
Thank you all for watching. I appreciate it very much. Thank you, Speed, for redirecting everybody. Appreciate that very much. Appreciate everybody for sticking around and giving me a lot of cheer. There was a lot of people in chat today. Whether we were talking about football, we were talking about gambling, or we were talking about the run, or we were just talking about resets. Very fun run today. I liked it very much. Glad we ended up getting the first place. Very much love that. And looking forward to next week, where we'll probably knock off a few more runs in Gen 1, or a couple. And we will be ever closer to being first stage Pokemon. Wouldn't it be hilarious?
I'm so excited for that.
Wouldn't it be hilarious?
I want to see
if I beat some of these times with the first stage Pokemon.
I really want to see you play Abra. It's honestly not as bad as you think. Like, I mean, you have to use Struggle, yeah, but you'll get Mega Punch as soon as you can. Plus, once you get Psychic, then things speed up a lot.
Look at that Venomoth way down there. That was like my 4th run. or whatever, 4th, 5th run on the channel. I think I could probably beat that time with Venonat.
Where's Primate at? That was one of your very old ones.
Is right in the
Oh,
middle.
there it is. 58. I think you can get a much better time with that. Primate is actually one of the better fighting types.
I think Primeape is the best fighting type next to Machamp.
Yeah. Wouldn't you say Hitmonlee's better or worse than Primate?
Oh, that is rough.
That is a tough one because Hitmonlee gets all the good signature moves.
I also
But Primate
only
gets the high crit karate chop.
I've only played it in randomizer too because it's not on the leaderboard. I have not done either Hitmonlee or Hitmonchan in a regular run.
Well, you got to do those next week then.
Well, I don't know about that. I think next week I'll have an actual pull.
Okay.
The last week and this week I didn't do any.
it?
I didn't do any pulls because there were only one ofs left. This was the last psychic Pokemon next to Mewtwo.
Is Mewtwo or Ditto going to be last?
Ditto. I might even move Ditto to last past the first stage Pokemon.
I would do that.
Ditto is bad. Ditto is like the guys, we're done with Gen 1. This is a hurrah. Welcome to the 10-hour live stream where all we play is Ditto for the entire day. That's not even a joke. It really is 10 hours. And it's all, I think 70% of the run is 2 battles at level 100. Those 2 battles are Giovanni, last Giovanni, and Lorelei. You have to use Rhyhorn to defeat his whole team, and you have to use Dugong to defeat her whole team. I don't want to explain everything. Watch Van Man's video if you are curious on how that Ditto run should be played. Anyways, I have been going on way too long here. Have a nice night, guys, and I will see you guys tomorrow, where we are going to be playing that Dragon Water type Pokemon that I already forgot the name of. Good night.